Hi there and happy Tuesday. It's the 25th of June and I kind of can't wrap my head around that, but I think I say that every week. But I hope you're doing well. Just returned from the East Coast where I spent a week on the Eastern Shore with my family and was able to visit with some family and friends, and it was a great time. And I joke, I brought back nice weather for Wisconsin and Milwaukee. I got nice and tan, and I probably brought back an extra 10 pounds with all the seafood and junk I ate. So back to getting on track now, right? But I hope you're doing well. I wanted to definitely get a reading in this week. I think we all survived the full moon last week. It felt like a pretty good moon. Excuse me. And we have Mercury going into retrograde in the next couple weeks, so we have some planetary stuff happening. But that's always kind of the norm. It's just a matter of being aware, understanding how to manage that, and how to really move through these cycles of energy with more ease and grace, so you don't feel like you're going bonkers or feeling overly emotional. And if you are, it's okay, right? You just have to kind of shift through it. So you can find me at milwaukeemedium.com or stacietatera.com. That's where you'll find all of my services as well as scheduling. If you're interested in scheduling, right now I am booking the end of September and now I'm into October. I did open my schedule out another week, so I think it's 15 weeks out. I'm doing the best I can to get my schedule in place as much as possible, but I appreciate people's flexibility if I do have to change things, and most of the time it's when things come up with my girls and scheduling things come up last minute. So at any rate, that's that, right? So in terms of classes, I did schedule a Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 for the fall. That is on my Facebook page under the events. So if you are interested in becoming Reiki or taking Reiki 1, getting into the next level of Reiki 2, check that out. And then I also have an angel card class, I believe July 23rd, around that time. So if you're interested in that, my circles for July and September are full. I'm working on the Halloween October schedule. I just have to contact the place, the venue, and get some things figured out there. But we're looking at potentially October 18th for this Halloween circle, which is always a really fun and very well attended event. So I'm trying to stay in the moment. It's June. So let's look at this week. And this week I felt really very guided to use the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray, and just kind of see what messages are coming up for us as far as what we need to know for this week. I just kind of can't wrap my head around the fact that 4th of July is next week. There's just so much going on this time of year, but we finally are getting some nice warm weather. And so I was happy to come back to that because when I left to go out east, the weather had been pretty crummy. So glad it's improved, and I hope wherever you are is fantastic and you're able to get out and enjoy it. So today we are looking at what cards we can expect for this week. We're already into Tuesday. The first card is Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. And so what you're seeing with this card and with the message is that you really want to do what you can to surround yourself with positive people. If you need time to retreat, if you need time to yourself, make sure you honor that for yourself in meditation. Are you clearing your energy? Are you doing your due diligence to be mindful of, the energy that you're surrounding yourself with? Because there might be some things that come up for you this week where you just feel like you need a little bit of extra protection, if you will. And when we use the word protection, it doesn't come from a fear-based space. It's just doing your due diligence and being proactive to make sure that you are managing your energy, because quite honestly, the only energy that you can manage is your own. So the reminder is to make sure that you're doing that. And I feel like they're telling you to be clear about who you're spending time with, who you're surrounding yourself with, who you're giving your energy to. That's the kind of messages I'm getting around this card for the first part of this week. So make sure you're real clear about that. Second card is Be Graceful in Movement and Action. We're looking at the Shalom Master. Beautiful card. And when we look at this card and we see the flow of body motion, when you're looking at Taekwondo, it's all about balance and discipline. And so this is about being graceful in movement and action, which ultimately means being kind, being fluid, and flowing with ease and grace as you're making choices and as you're making decisions in your life right now. So it's almost like, I feel like, be gentle with yourself, be patient with things. When we're graceful in movement and action, those actions tend to be thought out, very well thought out, and more calculated in terms of how you've thought about how you want things to play out. And what's interesting is that there's appears to be almost like a grasshopper or like a lotus bug here. And again, it always reminds me of when the student is ready, the teacher will come. And so if you're looking to expand out in your journey in terms of spirituality or even in your work and your career, this might be a time where you're seeing somebody come in to really help you in what it is that you're trying to accomplish. But be patient, be graceful, be deliberate with your moves. Don't act reactionary, right? You can if you want. I never like to tell people what to do, but I think the suggestion from Spirit this week is to really think through things, not acting abruptly or reactionary, because sometimes that's where we say things we don't mean and things can get a little tricky or twisted, and that's not what we want. So be honest, be graceful, go with the flow, and be deliberate with your movements this week, okay? And then the last card is Hermit, Retreat and Recharge. And this is summer. We're in the time where people are going on vacations. They're taking a little bit more time off of work. Maybe you're taking a long weekend. Maybe you're doing things to get out into nature a little bit more. And if you're doing that, that's fantastic. If you're not doing that, this card is calling you to, take time for yourself, self-care, retreat, recharge. Self-care is something that comes up all the time when I talk to clients, when I talk to friends and family. It was a topic of discussion even when I was out east with my family. I was with a lot of my cousins and aunt and uncles and stuff. And we talk about the importance of self-care and how we're just constantly doing and going and doing and going. And a lot of times it's because that's what our schedule is. That's where we are right now in our life. But it's almost as important that we schedule in that downtime, that time to really think about the things that we want in our life. And if there's something going on that we don't like, we're being asked to really look at what that is through retreating, through taking a break. Me being gone for 10 days is for me very vital because it allows me, I came back feeling refreshed and recharged. Just like anybody, when you work a lot or you're under stress or you have a lot of demand put on you, when you take the time, you really are able to get some perspective and feel good about, this is what I want to change. This is what I recognize to be something that I want in my life, whatever that is for you. So making sure you're taking time, retreat and recharge. Take care of yourself physically, take care of yourself emotionally, take care of yourself spiritually. I'm also getting that if you've been thinking about maybe seeing a counselor for help or assistance, that you make the moves to do that. If you're thinking about having a reading, doing energy work, acupuncture, massage, those types of things. If you've been thinking about adding more essential oils into your life or something along those lines, exercise, whatever that plan is, food even, like changing your diet. This is a great week to do that. So we're protecting our energy. We're really thinking about the decisions and things that we want to do in our life. We're being very graceful about it, not reacting and doing things, without thinking about them, right? And then we're retreating and recharging. So quite interesting as we go into the weekend to just make sure you have fun. And that's kind of the message that I've personally been getting for this summer, is that we work hard. All of us, we work hard. And it's important that we make time to have fun and to, let go and disconnect. And one of the things again, I personally kind of noticed for myself when I was gone is I wasn't on my phone. You know, I had my phone in a bag, maybe used it to take pictures, posted a couple of things picture-wise on Facebook or Instagram for work or whatever. And I really enjoyed not having to be on my phone and just kind of take a break mentally and emotionally from everything that I needed to take a break from, right? So, and we are all very much like that. So do your due diligence, take the time to, you know, take care of you and do some thinking and protect your energy this week. So good cards. I love this. This is actually the first time this card has come up for me in a reading. And so I really like the messaging around that. It's control, and it's deliberate, and it's graceful, and it's handling yourself well. So it'd be interesting to see the comments that come back for this week reading. So I'll be back next Monday on time. I should be anyway. So I appreciate your flexibility with, you know, me being a little delayed. And again, if you want to sign up for any of my classes, events, MilwaukeeMedium.com, excuse me, all of the information that you would need is right there. Readings, all those types of things. So thank you for keeping me busy. I, as always, am incredibly grateful for staying busy, because it's you, your referrals, and your support that you know, it allows me to continue to do this. So thank you so much. So have a great week. Enjoy the weather. I'm going to try to maintain my tan as long as I can. Hopefully we'll continue with the nice weather outside and walking and biking and getting outside, which is what we all need. It's been a long winter and like a yuck spring here in the Milwaukee area. So I'm glad it's shifting. Take care. We'll talk to you next week, and enjoy your week this week. Bye.